Why is it that the people we love the most are the ones we hurt the deepest? Why does marriage, something meant to bring joy, sometimes feel like a battlefield? Carl Jung once said, "The meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there's any reaction, both are transformed." But here's the catch. Not everyone survives that transformation. Today, I will show you how Jung's psychology holds the hidden key to making relationships last, and how your marriage can become the greatest journey of self-growth you will ever take. Welcome back to Soul Tide. In this video, we're diving into the secret psychology of relationships and married life through the eyes of Carl Jung. Forget the usual marriage tips you hear everywhere. This isn't about tricks to avoid arguments. This is about something deeper: the shadow, the anima and animus, and the process of individuation. By the end of this video, you'll see why your marriage struggles are not failures. They're opportunities for transformation. If you stay with me for the next 30 minutes, you'll understand how to stop repeating toxic cycles, how to truly understand your partner, and most importantly, how to grow into the best version of yourself, inside and outside of love. Let's begin with the shadow. Jung described the shadow as the hidden part of ourselves, the desires, fears, and wounds we don't want to admit. In marriage, the shadow doesn't stay hidden for long. Why? Because your partner is the mirror. They reflect back everything you try to ignore about yourself. Picture this. A husband gets angry that his wife nags him about responsibility. On the surface, he thinks she's a problem. But deep inside, his shadow hides the fear he's terrified of failing. Every time she asks, "Did you pay the bill? Did you fix the car?" it scratches a hidden wound. He doesn't see his wife. He sees his own insecurity. Or imagine a wife who feels deeply hurt because her husband doesn't listen. Every time he looks at his phone while she's talking, it cuts like a knife. But the pain isn't just about today. Her shadow carries an old wound. Maybe she grew up feeling ignored. Her marriage triggers that unfinished story. Here's the truth. Until you confront your shadow, you'll keep blaming your partner. You'll think they're the enemy, when in reality, they're the teacher. Jung taught us, when couples dare to ask, "What part of me is being reflected here?" That's when true love begins. Because love isn't avoiding the shadow. Love is facing it. Together. Now let's move to Jung's second great idea, the anima and animus. Inside every man lives an inner feminine, the anima. Inside every woman lives an inner masculine, the animus. These inner figures shape how we see love, how we choose partners, and how we behave in marriage. Think about it. Have you noticed how opposites attract? The logical, quiet man falls for the emotional, expressive woman. The nurturing wife feels drawn to the ambitious, risk-taking husband. Why? Because the psyche craves balance. What's missing inside us, we look for outside. But there's danger. If a man rejects his inner feminine, his anima, he made a man and his wife carry all the emotional labor. He tells her, "You're too sensitive," while secretly fearing his own feelings. If a woman rejects her inner masculine, her animus, she may lean too heavily on her husband for structure, for decisions, for direction. This creates imbalance, pressure, resentment. The solution? Integration. A conscious marriage doesn't mean, "You complete me." It means, "I honor the masculine and feminine inside myself, so I meet you as a whole human being." For example, when a man embraces his anima, he learns to feel deeply. He doesn't just fix problems. He listens with his heart. His wife no longer feels invisible. When a woman embraces her animus, she builds inner strength. She no longer needs her husband to be her rescuer. She becomes her own pillar. And together, they become partners, not dependents. This is the true dance of marriage. Not two halves seeking completion, but two wholes choosing connection. Now we come to the heart of Jung's philosophy, individuation. Individuation is a journey of becoming whole. It's about uniting your conscious and unconscious, your light and your shadow. In marriage, individuation teaches us something powerful. Love is not about losing yourself. True love is not about giving up your dreams, your growth, or your identity just to keep peace. Think of two incomplete people. They cling to each other, depending on the other to fill the emptiness. But dependency is fragile. It cracks under pressure. Now think of two individuals, each walking their own path of growth, each doing their shadow work, each embracing their anima and animus. When they come together, they don't drain each other. They energize each other. Their marriage becomes a sacred ground for transformation. This is a paradox Jung discovered. To stay connected, you must first stand alone. To love another deeply, You must first love yourself completely. So how do you use this in real life? Next time you're in an argument, pause and ask, what part of my shadow is being triggered right now? Instead of blaming, reflect. Instead of saying, you never listen, try asking, why does being ignored hurt me so much? Where's this wound inside me? Next time you feel distant from your partner, ask yourself, am I expecting them to live out my anima or animus for me? What would it look like to integrate that energy myself? Marriage doesn't heal when you demand your partner change. Marriage heals when you begin to transform yourself. And ironically, that inner shift often inspires your partner to transform too. So here's the hidden truth about love. Marriage isn't just about romance. It's about growth. It's about courage. It's about two souls agreeing to face life together. Not just the beautiful moments, but the shadows too. Carl Jung didn't just give us psychology. He gave us a roadmap for love. A love that is not blind, but conscious. A love that doesn't run from the dark, but walks into it with open eyes, hand in hand. If this message spoke to you, remember this. Your marriage is not broken because you argue. It's only broken if you stop growing. Do the shadow work. Embrace your anima and animus. Walk the path of individuation. And watch how your relationship transforms. Not into perfection, but into a partnership rooted in truth. Thank you for watching. If you found value in this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Tell me in the comments, what part of Jung's wisdom touched your heart the most? Until next time, keep growing, keep loving, and never stop becoming your truest self.